So I wanted to make this video. I meant to make it like a couple weeks ago, but then just didn't end up doing it. Basically, everybody's been asking about like how the dogs are doing, how I'm doing, how my kids are doing, how my husband's doing. So I figured I would just make a video and just kind of give you guys like a rundown on how everybody's doing. I'll start with Buddy because that seems to be like the number one. Everybody wants to know how Buddy's doing. So if you don't know, Buddy had surgery back in April of 2024. He had a lump removed like on his hip and one on his back. And the one on his back came back benign, but the one on his hip came back as a sarcoma. They explained that they got good margarines, but there was still always that chance that, you know, it could come back. And it may not, you know, it may come back in that area, it could come back somewhere else. So happy to report it has not came back. I check them every week very thoroughly. No new lumps. Not to say that one won't pop up, but I want to say like I kind of feel like we're in the clear, you know, at least for now. Other than that, he's healthy, he's playful, he's spunky. The vet has said, you know, seems like he's extremely healthy and in really good shape for his age. So, I mean, he will be 12 this year, so he's not a spring chicken. I mean, he's an old man, but I'm very happy for, you know, how well he's doing for his age. So then we'll go next. We'll do Charles. There's really nothing to say about Charlie. He's Charlie. He's, you know, his normal little oddball self. Healthy, doing great. Daisy, she's doing great. No more stomach issues. I say that because back in December of 2023, she was hospitalized for a couple of days because she was having something going on with her stomach, and she hasn't had any new issues with that. So all blood work's been fine. She's great. Herbie, he's still Herb, you know, he's his own little self. Well, I don't want to say little because he's big, even though he thinks he's little. But he's doing great. He's, you know, does his own thing and is content with how he lives his life. Oliver is still very much a puppy. He follows me everywhere. He is like literally my shadow. I thought Buddy was bad about following me everywhere, but Oliver, everywhere. He's actually, yeah, he's right there laying on the floor beside me. He's literally like everywhere. And I kind of feel bad because like, you know, the other dogs are getting older and they're not as playful as they used to be. And Oliver's just, you know, he wants to play. So it's up to me to keep him busy. And then Sophie, our cat, she's good. Still distant, still her normal self. The only person that she really likes is my son and my daughter. She'll come to me occasionally, and that's only if she really wants something. But yeah, she spends her days laying around, looking out the windows, playing with her little flappy cat toy, and eating. So, I mean, she's a typical cat. So myself, if you don't know, I was diagnosed with Lyme disease back in September of 2024. I did a month of oral antibiotics. I did a month of IV antibiotics. And while, you know, some things have gotten better, like some things have gone, some things have gotten better, and then some things are still the same. So we're not really sure if it's just, you know, I mean, most people call it chronic Lyme. The CDC doesn't like that term. They call it like post-Lyme something, I don't know. And it's basically because it can take, you know, years to like for your symptoms to get better. We believe I had it for a couple years before I was diagnosed. So the infectious disease doctor doesn't know if it's like I have, you know, dysautonomia, or if it's, you know, all just Lyme related. They don't know. you can always try to find like a Lyme literate doctor, which is like a holistic type doctor. And that's just not the path that I really want to go down. I have really weird reactions to medications, and I think we know why now. Well, at least I know why now, because I had like a genetic test done and it tells me like certain things that I can't handle. And so then, we've also thought about like, what is it? Mast cell activation, which we haven't, went down that route yet. So it's, just kind of basically waiting it out to see how things go, if certain things get better, because that might just be all it takes. I don't know. But, I'm still, I guess my biggest thing is I'm still really like fatigued, and it's not like mentally, it's like physically. So physically, like my body is really tired and my joints ache. So, yeah, it's kind of hard to live a normal life when it's hard to even get through a day, normally. And it's just not me. So, my husband is doing good. He's healthy, and he, works all the time. I have no clue what happened to the audio in the portion where I was talking about my kids, but, so I have to film this and then stitch it into the video. So anyways, my oldest daughter, she's 24. She works as a medical assistant, at a pediatric office, and she, she's lived on her own for quite a while, so she's very independent. My other daughter, she is 21, and she is on the autism spectrum. So those last couple years after she graduated high school, she, has been in therapy and, doing all that stuff, trying to work towards not having as much social anxiety. And we are currently working on trying to find her a job. So that's exciting. And my son, he's 18, and he graduates high school in a couple weeks. So that is also exciting. And also very weird that all of my kids are grown up. So, yep, there's that. So I will stitch us into that prior video and on to the next. Yep, I think that's about it. Yeah, everybody's good. So, if you guys have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments. You can send me a message. I don't know where this light's coming from. It's driving me nuts. Yeah, you can send me a message, leave me in the comments. Sometimes it's better to just send me an email, just because the Facebook messages, there's just so many of them. But, yeah, I hope you guys all have a great day.